Hi everyone, I am Dr. Prabhudev. I have been into medical health advice for last 2 decades. I am taking this opportunity to convey you some important informations regarding physical health and mental health. Before starting my short lecture about the health aspects, I just want to brief you regarding the pandemic COVID 19. I tell you, my friends, do not get worried or scared about Corona. Corona did exist in the past, it will exist now, and it continues to exist in the future. It is a respiratory virus, it brings out a flu like symptoms. You have to have normal distancing. See that you go for a salt water gargling. That's it. Apart from all this, you need to preserve your immune system. You know what is immune system? Immune system is a natural doctor given by nature to you. When we are born, there is also a doctor inside us who takes birth along with us. So, over the years, because we have a mind, we have an intelligence, we have a logic, so we started thinking so many good things and bad things connected to the body. You go to a doctor is going to say that this is what illnesses you are going through and you need this medication. The moment you accept the disease grows stronger, your immune system grows weaker. Medication is one part, but your mental health aspect is the another part. If both have to come on the same platform, I think everyone will be more or less free from diseases. I just want to tell you, because of the media, our minds have been continuously hammered to a larger extent. We don't even get an opportunity to self analyze, see into our body, think what best we can do for our body. At this point, I just want to tell you one thing. Always remember, mind and body are not different. Body is a visible mind, mind is an invisible body. I'll tell you one example. If someone happens to take a coffee, where does the coffee goes? Coffee goes into the body. The moment goes into the body, the mind changes. You feel some kind of freedom you get into the mind. Similarly, you change your mind, your body changes. Always remember, don't feed the illnesses. You may be diabetic, you may be hypertensive, or you may have some kind of other diseases which doctor happens to prescribe medications. But at the same time, I advise all my friends to take help of your own mind and the natural doctor who is inside you. If you are able to change the thought process, your body changes. If your body changes, your immune system grows strong. That is the reason I request every one of you to never ever get scared of corona. Corona is a simple flu, and the mortality is also very, very low because of the scare system which has taken place around the world. Because of the media, people are bogged up, people are not able to relax. Every now and then you start thinking of corona, and your immune system grows. As long as your immune system is strong, you are able to keep your immune system strong with your thought processes. I don't think so anyone will be seriously affected with corona. Now I want to share few real time experiences. How does mind influence the body? See, there is no good mind or bad mind. There are only two things. There are good thoughts and bad thoughts. Good thoughts give a positive mind, bad thoughts give a negative mind. If you wake up in the morning and say to yourself that I am the healthiest human being on the earth, then your body responds according to the thought process. From where does the thought comes? It is a very simple thing. Unless you see an object, thought will not arise. Unless you see a beautiful fruit, the very idea of eating that fruit and relishing it is a thought. So why I say our thoughts make our good mind and bad mind. A very simple formula for any one of us to be happy. Just be happy yourself. I don't want to preach to the world that the peace should be the prime indicator for a peaceful world. If I become peaceful, if I become healthy, if I become wealthy, if I become compassionate, if I become humble, all this will spread into the world. Instead of preaching peace, I want everyone out you to be really peaceful in life, to spread peace across the globe. This is one thing. I just want to share one experience. There are hundreds of examples like this which I have gone through, but a very amazing example. I come across I came across a lady some time back who was into depression for last 3 years, and she was on heavy antidepressant tablets. Then it took me almost 3 days to find out a solution, what can be done with her. Then finally I found, and I gave her a very simple solution. Madam, I don't want you to just look your face into any of the reflections, either mirror or car windshield or anywhere like that. For 3 months you have to practice of not seeing your own face. And she was surprised. She said, that is not possible. I said, if it is not possible, then you are not going to be out of medicines. Then I simply told her, you just go back to a nomadic days, just as a biological human being, when there were no mirrors at all. You think people had any comparison then? You think people were comparing with other people beauty or smartness? No, it was not happening. Because we were not sure how I look. Even if happens to be a best artist who happens to draw my portrait, then show it to me, still I won't agree with that because I have never seen myself. Even if that artist happens to endorse it with a witness saying that this is how you look, still I don't believe it. The moment I started seeing myself in a mirror, I started comparing myself. Why am I not like the other man? I started accepting the other man as more handsome, other woman as more beautiful, and I started getting into comparison. This comparison started confusions. Confusion started, gave a way to stress. The stress is going to be manifested on the face. That is why people say face is the index of mind. I think you all agree with me. So I just asked her not to see her face in the mirror. By not seeing, after 10 days, she called me, doctor, in last 10 years, this amazing sleep I have never experienced in my life, she said. Because in 10 days, all the false personality, what she was carrying, everything was steadily dropping. So the natural beauty was surfacing. So when we compare ourselves, when we compete with others, forgetting our own self, so all these problems starts accumulating. Basically depression is a suppression of anger. You want to scream at someone because of the polished way of society. We are not able to speak boldly or express our anger. So that all gets accumulated in the subconscious. One or the other day, that is going to come out in a heavy form. That is what anger is all about. So this is one example. And there are enough examples. A lady who was diagnosed with a lump in her breast, and she was medically convinced that she has a tumor which is malignant in nature. But that poor lady who was ignorant directly rejected the acceptance of cancer. The tumor never even enlarged or spread across different parts of the body. Instead, after an year, there was a surprise that that tumor has totally regressed from her breast. So, if you start feeling that you are genuinely strong, genuinely healthy, genuinely happy, genuinely compassionate, then automatically everything is going to change in life. It is not just medications which will help, it also requires the help from the doctor within you, help from the mind, what has accumulated in you. If there are bad things that need to be deleted, the good things need to be incorporated. So be good. That is why people say, be good, see good, do good. Of course, it looks impractical, but at least to keep ourselves stable, we need to practice certain way of life. So in this last 20 years of my practice as a doctor as well as a medical health advisor, I have seen amazing results when people were counseled on a psychological level. I don't say medications are not required. The medications which are combined with a good thought process, I believe it is going to be completely a better solution for anybody's health. So, what is basically health? Health is just being happy. If you are able to be happy, then automatically you have a good mind, you have a positive vibrations, and you start spreading happiness all over. It is very simple. I am not able to say many things on this, but normally when I come one to one discussing the problems, my innovative solutions are going to be really amazing, really fruitful, really helping people solving their problems. So there are psychosomatic issues, there are psychosexual issues, there are relationship issues, there are depression issues, there are infectious disease issues, there is a diabetes, there is a hypertension, there is a stress. So there are so many things need to be addressed. I think if opportunity is given, I think I'll be able to help you in a much better way when I directly interact with all you people. Thank you, my dear friends.